What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and we have some Dokkan to discuss because Dokkan Now is incoming in like less than 24 hours. By tomorrow evening, basically the reset, we're going to have most of, not all the information going into Saiyan Day. Now, Saiyan Day is still 3 or 4 days off, Saturday, I think, the 18th. So basically like Friday evening. We're going to get all our information on Saiyan Day and probably late that night, like early Saturday morning. Well, it's for Eastern time, whatever that's going to be for, your time zone. We're going to have the banners for Saiyan Day. Now, it's already been leaked, and I'm going to be honest here, guys. We kind of knew. So, we'll get into that here in a moment, just in case people don't want spoilers or whatever. But if you go to... these have been a little cryptic. These hints have been a little bit weird, but they have been dropping these little hints as to what is coming for Saiyan Day, and you can kind of go down here and say, okay, this one's kind of a dead giveaway, to be honest, but the real one that kind of just, like, spoiled it all, frankly, if we go down here a little further, last month, it was almost like a month ago tonight, in fact, it was February 15th. February 15th. They dropped this bingo, teaser thing here. And they're talking about, make sure to watch Dokkan Now, blah, 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 blah. And I was actually recording with a couple of the guys doing some of the Pokemon stuff. And we're looking at this for a second, and it's like 3:18. Oh, that's Saiyan Day. And then someone else speaks about it. That's a bingo card. That's going to be Battle of Gods. And I'm immediately like, you know what we don't have? We do not have a Dokkan Fest Godku. At least not Dokkan Fest LR Godku. I think we have a regular Dokkan Fest. Actually, no, I don't think we have a Dokkan Fest Godku at all. But a DFE LR Godku would be amazing. Now, we just had Carnival banners, so I don't think it's going to be a Carnival banner. I kind of thought that early on, but since we just got rid of the Carnival banner, I'd be shocked if it was another one right out of the gate. Though it's not out of the question. I suspected, and it's been confirmed now, there's spoilers, that we are getting a Godku. Now, it's not been confirmed whether it's... I think the current rumor mill is that it's a DFE. I don't believe that's been 100% confirmed. We're going to know tonight. But in all likelihood, we are looking at the first DFE Godku and a Godku from the Battle of Gods event, which, in my opinion, is severely underrepresented. You have to remember, this is the movie that really brought Dragon Ball back into the fray. This is the movie that, when it came out, Dragon Ball had been off the air for years. And there's always been talk. Obviously, they had Kai, which was just basically rebranding Z, minus some of the annoyances, filler arcs and things like that. But you're talking about, it essentially brought back a show that had been off the air since the 90s for all intents and purposes. Okay? And even in the Japanese market, I'm not talking about the U.S. market. Because the U.S. market and general overseas markets, the Hispanic markets and the French markets and all that, we all got it very, very late. By and large, most of the world got Dragon Ball Z well after it had ended. So not only did this revitalize Dragon Ball Z for all those markets, this revitalized Dragon Ball Z for a part of the world that hasn't really had much of it for 20 years. So it's always been around. It's a huge franchise. Dragon Ball is a massive franchise. Arguably the biggest anime franchise. Fight me on that. But arguably, there's a legitimate argument out there for that. Maybe One Piece might actually have usurped it lately, but at the time Battle of Gods came out, there's a legitimate argument for that. So, you're talking about a franchise that really brought, it gave us Dragon Ball Super, it gave us Resurrection of F, for better or worse, it gave us, the Broly movie would never have happened had Battle of Gods not happened. So this is an insane moment for the franchise and for everything else. And frankly, we just don't get very good representation of this. Most everything comes from Dragon Ball Super, not the Battle of Gods movie. So personally, I'm really hyped for this. I think this is fantastic. This is super necessary, and it really, in a state right now where there's a lot of talk about, the anime coming back and doing more movies, and obviously now we have the manga that's going into the Dragon Ball Super superhero storyline, and really the manga's been revitalized too on top of it. So you're really talking about this hugely, insanely pivotal moment in Dragon Ball history, which just doesn't get a lot of love. I hate to say. I think as far as the fans go, it's a phenomenal movie, but as far as the game goes, it's just very underrecognized. I say underrepresented in Dokkan in general. Just honestly, argue with me. How many true, really insanely hype units do we have from the Battle of Gods movie? I think we got way more from Super, and especially the Tournament of Power. So I'm really, really hyped for this. So I'm looking forward. I'm not even going to speculate what's coming. We have less than 24 hours. This is really just more of a gush piece. As you guys know, I have been really, really, really excited about Saiyan Day. Since it's dropped, I've been talking about it constantly. I'm looking forward to this. So when Dokkan Now comes out tonight, we will be doing reactions to it. We'll be having a lot of fun with it. I am, frankly, really insanely excited for this. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are there any other units? I know that we've had a few leaked, but are there any units that you specifically want to see from this? Or maybe let's talk Goku Day. If they're doing Godku for this, what are we going to do for Goku Day? Is Goku Day coming up in May going to then be like the Goku Family Day again? Are they going to represent another portion of Dragon Ball that doesn't get a lot of love? I'd love more OG Dragon Ball, personally. Personal opinion. But that's me. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, share. Definitely comment. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to see your thoughts on this. And especially start speculating as to what Saiyan Day would be, or Goku Day would be, because that's right around the corner. And then obviously after that, we've got the anniversary. So like, comment, share, guys. I'll be back later on today, technically, tomorrow, for most of us, with the information from Dokkan Now going into Saiyan Day over the weekend. So see you guys there, and I'll catch you on the next one.